As a beginner in makeup, you need only 5 face makeup products to get your journey started. You don't need to break the bank at all. And in this video, I'm going to be taking you a step-by-step process of how to apply the product and what the products are for a flawless bit. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then you want to stick by. See you in the video. Hey my queens, you are welcome back to another makeup video. Let's get right into it. So the first product I'll be talking about is a primer. Guys, you need a primer that suits your skin, whether hydrating, whether mattifying. Primers are important. Next up is your foundation. As we all know, foundations help to either our discoloration, hyperpigmentation, blemishes, and it also, brightens up the skin. You also want to choose the right foundation for your skin type. I mean, if you have an oily skin, then you should go for a water-based foundation. If you have a dry skin, you can go for a oil-based and water-based foundation. Both will work fine. But if you have an oily skin, for your own good and so that your makeup doesn't separate, you want to stick with water-based foundation. Also, this particular foundation I'm using is full coverage, so a pump is enough for me because I don't want too much product on my face and it just gets the job done. Can you guys see the shade match? I feel like this foundation was made specifically for me because what? Anyway, you want to choose the right foundation for your skin type. Next up is concealer. After foundation, you need concealer in your makeup stash. Concealers help to hide your hyperpigmentation and blemishes and brighten up your skin. I feel like the amount of concealer you use depends on the hyperpigmentation on your skin. I mean, if you have a lot to cover, then the more you use concealer. For me, I do not have so much to cover, so that is why I am going in with a layer. Guys, you need a concealer. It is important to leave your concealer for a bit before you start blending in. For me, I prefer to use a beauty sponge because it is less irritating to my eyes. My eyes are very sensitive, so I prefer to use a beauty sponge. But if you want a better coverage, you can use a brush. With a beauty sponge, you can still get a better coverage. You simply reapply your concealer till you get your desired coverage. Guys, you need to blend so that your under eye is not looking messy and tacky. You need to blend. That is the secret to a flawless makeup. I feel like it is best to apply your foundation outward and upward. That way, you will be able to like diffuse and spread out the concealer very well, and it will cover your darkness or hyperpigmentation very well. Next up is blush, and I'll be using this one from Posh and Sassy. This palette is very versatile for me because sometimes I also use it to line my lips. For my blush, I use pink, I use orange, or sometimes red. It depends on how I'm feeling. Blushes are good because they help to bring color back to the skin. Our natural face has its own color, right? So after applying the foundation and the concealer, everything is covered, but our blush will bring back the pop of color. Color is life. Yes, yes. Guys, please don't smile when you are applying your blush. That way it doesn't get patchy. Just apply while keeping a straight face. Also, if you have a kind of skin that makes your blush looks patchy, then you want to tilt towards liquid blush. That way it applies like a light foundation and it doesn't appear patchy. But if it doesn't last long, you want to go for a cream based blush. But if your face is really oily, then you want to go for a powder blush. Also, I had to go in with my concealer again because I had to bring back dimension to my face. Can you guys see the center is light while the perimeter is not as light? The next product you need in your stash is powder. It could be setting powder, it could be a compact powder. For this routine, I'm going to be using a setting powder because apart from the fact that I can use it to set my concealer, it is also a good powder for me because it is very close to my skin tone. So you need the powder to like lock all your products in place so they don't move around. When you want to apply your setting powder, even your compact powder on your concealer especially, you want to swirl or dust out part of the concealer on your hand. That way you have even application. Can you guys see the way the powder blurs out my skin and gives it a matte finish? Chef's kiss. I used the same powder on other places that I applied concealer. That is my T-zone, and I also used it for my reverse contour. You see why you need powder in your stash? Very, very important. I also used the same powder to dust off the excess powder I had left on my face from the reverse contour, my under eye, my blush. I just used it all over my face. That way, I am sure my products are locked in and they go nowhere. And that is me after applying my powder. I went in to apply my lipstick and we have a full face beat. Guys, please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.